So, you want to capture your entire world in stunning 8K? Well, 2025 is definitely shaping up to be the year for it. The only problem? The market is packed, and picking the right 360 camera can be, well, a huge headache. In this explainer, we are going to cut right through all that noise and give you a real breakdown of the three biggest names in the game. And that's really the million-dollar question, isn't it? We are putting three brand new heavyweights head-to-head, pulling from a super in-depth, hands-on review to figure out which one of these truly deserves a spot in your gear bag.
Okay, let's get into it. In the ring today, we've got three incredible contenders. First, there's the refined champion, the Insta360 X5. Then you've got the powerful newcomer, the DJI Osmo 360. And finally, the long-awaited veteran, the GoPro Max 2. First up, the Insta360 X5. People are calling this the workflow king for a reason. This is the established ruler of the 360 world. And the big deal this year is that Insta360 has stopped chasing weird gimmicks. Instead, they focused on fixing actual, real-world problems, just making the whole process from the moment you hit record to the moment you post as fast and painless as possible. Then we have the challenger, the DJI Osmo 360. Now, DJI might have been late to the 360 party, but let me tell you, they basically just kicked the door down. Their entire game plan isn't about software tricks, it's all about raw hardware power. They're betting on what they call superior physics. This camera is built for one thing: pure, amazing image quality. And finally, the veteran is back. After five long years, the GoPro Max 2 is finally here. This one is built for that massive, super loyal GoPro fanbase. It brings that classic, vibrant GoPro look we all know, and it's leaning hard on its legendary toughness and that huge ecosystem of mounts and accessories.
All right, we've met our fighters. It's time for the first bell. Let's kick things off with round one, the durability test. Because let's be honest, these cameras are meant to be used and, yeah, sometimes abused out there in the real world.
And that's really the big question, isn't it? When you're out there mountain biking or skiing, things can go wrong, and they can go wrong fast. So what happens then? Can these cameras actually take a hit? Let's see how they stack up. And right out of the gate, we see two totally different ways of thinking about protection. Insta360 gives you peace of mind right there on the go. You can literally unscrew a scratched up lens and pop a new one on in under a minute, right there on the trail. That's a huge game changer. GoPro's approach, it's all about their service. You have the subscription, you smash the camera, they'll replace it. Which is great, but you don't have a camera until that new one shows up. But you know, while the X5 totally wins on lens protection, it does have a potential weak spot. The review mentioned a little bit of waterproofing anxiety. Even though it has an official IPX8 rating, they found some moisture near the battery door after just a quick dip. So the strong recommendation is if you're doing any serious water sports, use a dedicated dive case. Okay, a tough camera is great, but it's pretty much useless if the image stinks. So that brings us to round two, the all-important image quality battle. At the end of the day, how good does the footage actually look? And this quote right here just perfectly explains the huge difference between our two top contenders. It gets right to the heart of it. Insta360 is using these powerful AI chips to clean everything up in post, while DJI is basically betting the whole farm on having better hardware right from the start. So what does superior physics actually mean in the real world? Well, it all comes down to the sensors. See, the DJI Osmo 360 uses these big 1-inch square sensors. Now think about it. A fisheye lens makes a circular image, right? So a square sensor captures that circle with way less wasted space than a normal rectangular one. And the result of that? The testers found it produced just incredible dynamic range. It could hold on to all the detail in a bright sky and in the dark shadows at the same time, better than any other camera. And that hardware advantage, it becomes completely undeniable when the sun goes down. Just look at this. The DJI is the clear winner here. Its super night mode was called best in class. Now, that's not to say the Insta360 is bad at all. Its AI processing is actually amazing and gives you totally usable footage right out of the camera. But if you want the absolute best low-light shots, the physics of that bigger sensor just wins. Period. 18 minutes. What's this number? Well, that's roughly how long the brand new GoPro Max 2 was able to record 8K video in a studio test before it overheated and just shut itself down. And this, right here, is the GoPro's Achilles heel. The source was super clear about this. The camera absolutely has to have wind blowing on it to stay cool.
That makes it totally fine for things like skiing or biking or mounting on a car. But if you want to stick it on a tripod for a long static shot, like an interview or a real estate tour, it's not a reliable option.
All right, let's move on to our final round. And honestly, for a lot of creators out there, this is the most important one. Round 3 is workflow, because having amazing footage is useless if it's a total pain to edit and share. This really is the secret weapon. And when we talk about the mobile experience, you can see here it's not even a close race. The source flat out crowns Insta360's mobile app as superior. It's just in a league of its own. DJI's Mimo app, it's functional, it's good, and GoPro's Quick app is really just described as basic.
So, what makes the Insta360 app so good? Well, it's all about AI-powered speed and just letting you be creative. You've got features like Shot Lab that use these cool templates to create complex, viral-style videos with just a few taps. For anyone who edits on their phone and wants to post to TikTok or Reels just minutes after they shot something, the verdict is crystal clear. This workflow is absolutely unbeatable.
The rounds are over. We've looked at how they hold up to abuse, the quality of their pixels, and how easy they are to actually use. It is time to tally the scores and deliver the final verdict.
Okay, let's look at the tail of the tape for one last overview. This pretty much sums it all up. While 8K resolution is kind of the standard now, the real differences are clear. DJI absolutely wins on low light. Insta360 completely dominates the mobile app, and yeah, GoPro is lagging way behind in battery life, and that's before you even think about the overheating problems. So taking home the bronze medal is the GoPro Max 2. And the final recommendation here is that this camera makes sense only if you are a diehard GoPro loyalist, you're already deep in their whole subscription and mount ecosystem, and you're only going to use it for high-speed action sports where it's going to stay cool. Our silver medalist is the DJI Osmo 360. This is the camera for the image quality purists out there. If you care most about pixel-perfect dynamic range, you demand the absolute best low-light performance, and you do most of your editing on a desktop computer, then this hardware beast is the undisputed champion for you. And that brings us to our overall winner, the editor's choice for best all-rounder, the Insta360 X5. Why? Because as the source puts it, friction kills creativity. And the X5 simply removes the most friction from your process. It's got great image quality, practical durability with those swappable lenses, and a software workflow that lets you create and share faster than anybody else. It is the best total package. But at the end of the day, while the X5 is our pick for the best all-arounder, the best camera is always going to be the one that fits how you shoot. We've broken down all the data, the pros and the cons, so now the only question left is the one you see right here. Which rig belongs in your gear bag?